Alright guys, now we're going to control program logic a little bit deeper. So we're going to say 1 dot say my name, and then we're going to use an escape sequence by going /n, which will give us a new line. So 1 will be on the line, and then 2 will be on a separate line. Say my first name, say my last name, middle name will just go full name, say my last name, and then for a fourth option, say my full name. So we can get to work a little bit with strings here too. So let's go ahead and give ourselves string first name, middle name, string last name, and then we're going to concatenate them. String full name equals first name plus middle name plus last name. Let's go ahead and set these equal to alright. So now we're going to say, now we're going to get some input from our users. System.out.println. What is your first name? We're going to go first name equals sc.next line. System.out.println. What is your middle name? And then I'm going to do middle name equals sc.next line. And then we're going to go for the final time, besides ignoring all my awful programming mistakes. System.out.println. What is your last name? And then we're going to go last name equals sc.next line, which just captures everything up to an instance of a enter pressing, because the enter press kind of acts as like a clear for it and enables it to just capture everything that's on the line. So alright guys, so now what we're going to say is if count, which was now kind of like our user input, if count equals 1, going to say your first name is, and then we're just going to say first name. We're going to say else if count equals 2, we're going to say system.out.println. Your middle name is, and we're going to say middle name. And at each of these options, we're going to say continue on equals true, because we'll just end the program after it displays it each time. So we're going to say else if count equals option 3. We're now going to say system.out.println. Your last name, your full name is, and then we'll just give her the concatenated full name. Go ahead and make that 4. I'm sorry, guys. System.out.println, your last name is alright, and now we have a small program. If we look at our logic, and we're going to have an else clause, and it's going to say system.out.println, your input was not understood. Please try again. And now we're going to have that continue statement. Alright, and now what we're going to do is delete this for loop, because we don't really need it, because we're just kind of setting up ourselves a new program. Delete that extra curly bracket if you need it. Oh. We need to set count equal to se.nextInt, so we can actually get the variable. That way our user can select what to do, and then at the beginning of our loop, just after everything is done, we're just going to do and let's do a next line just to clear our buffer. Alright, let's do that again. Actually, I lied. Had some spelling errors there that were on my nerves. My first name is Emily. My first middle name is Danielle. My last name is Hilarious Pete Brown. So what's my first name? Awesome. My first name is Emily, and I exited the loop. We'll just do another example of this. My first name is Emily. My Danielle. My last name is Pete Brown. And we'll just do my full name. And it did not show it. We'll go ahead and make full name, set it equal to first name, because these are global level variables declared in our class, we can use them anywhere within our program. Normally, if you declare a variable, you can't use it like that if you declare it within that loop or within that if construct. So my first name is Emily, my middle name is Danielle, my last name is Pete Brown, so my full name is Emily Danielle Pete Brown. Alright guys, so with this small program, we use the while loop to control our user input and manipulate some strings. In our next tutorial, we'll be working on we'll finally be hitting those classes, objects, and methods that I talked about, and so we can begin working on those. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.